What's up guys, I'm Brent, and today I'm going to be showing you how I turn pens. Check it out. Alright, so what I've done is I've drilled a 7mm hole all the way through each of the pieces. Now what I've done is I've glued a brass tube that comes with the pen kits on the inside of each of the pieces. I'm going to let those dry. Just use some medium super glue, so it won't take that long to cure. I'm going to let these sit for a little bit and then I can turn it. Alright, so we've glued the tubes into both of the pieces, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take a barrel trimmer. You can buy these at the same places you can buy pen kits. I'll have links to where you can get this stuff down in the description. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put these in my vise and trim the ends so that way the brass is flush with the wood, and also the wood is square to the tube. Alright, so I've got the pen blanks mounted on my pen mandrel with bushings for the pen kits that I'm using. You can also find those on the same website that I have linked down below. So now what I'm going to do is take the corners off and then turn this down to the shape I want. You'll know that you have it turned to the right size when it lines up flush with the bushings for your pen kit. Alright, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to take my spindle roughing gouge and just take the corners off, get this all the way down to round. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start taking this down all the way till it's just above the bushings using this tool. I'm not going to be doing the same cut. I'm going to be floating the bevel instead of just making a roughing cut. That'll leave a little nicer surface and it'll be a little bit easier to get it flat. So. Alright, so this is now turned down to the size I want it. Now I'm going to go ahead and sand it. I'm going to start with 180 and work my way up to 400 grit. Alright, so now that I've sanded it, I'm going to go ahead and put some finish on it and then we can assemble it. Alright, so we have all the parts for our pen kit here, so now I'm going to go ahead and start assembling these. You can use a vise. There are some attachments you can use for your lathe to put this together. They actually have a pen assembly vise that you can get. That's a little expensive. I'm just using a bar clamp. This works really well. So I'm going to go ahead and start pressing all the pieces together. So this part is a little bit tricky. You want to get this pushed in just far enough that the ink portion does not come out of the tip when it's closed, but you also want it far enough in that it gets enough of the tip out, so that way you can write with it. Alright, so that looks pretty good right there. So now there's one more piece left. I have this little center ring. This just slides over the top like that. And then slide that on. And that is the completed pen. Turning pens is a great way to get into wood turning when you're first starting. They're really simple and there are a lot of different kits that you can get, and you can change up the wood, a whole bunch of different things you can do with them. Super fun. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button and share with all of your friends. If you want to see some more of what I'm working on, be sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I will have links to those down in the description. If you want to help support what I'm doing, I will have links to my Patreon page down in the description below. You can go check that out, see if that's something you're interested in. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button right here. I'll have 2 videos pop up on the screen. Be sure to go check both of those videos out, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.